What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Main Deck Monday, and we are finally going over the breakthrough decks that just came out. And of course, today we are going over one of the most hyped decks of the new format, and that is Magnezone Raikou, because this is kind of a repeat of the deck that we saw at Win Worlds. You know, we had the Keldeo Blastoise deck. You know, Blastoise lets you deluge energies, water energies onto anybody. And this one lets you actually magnetic circuit any lightning energies on any Pokemon. Keldeo had the Secret Sword, 50 plus 20 for each water energy. Raikou has Thunder Lance, 50 plus 20 for each lightning energy on it. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to try to load up a Raikou, take one-shots on EX Pokemon. And also, one thing to note is that Keldeo was an EX Pokemon, while Raikou is not an EX Pokemon, so if they do knock it out, they don't take two prize cards, while you're knocking out EXs pretty easily in this deck. Now, the one thing we are missing is, of course, Superior Energy Retrievals. Those cards did get rotated out because they are part of Plasma Freeze and the standard format. And you don't know, Main Deck Monday is always standard, no matter what. It is always standard. Tuesday is always standard. Thursday is expanded. Friday is whatever. And Saturday is always expanded. Unless the tournaments don't have an expanded tournament. So there you go. If you don't know the schedule, that's how it goes. And let's go over this deck. And like I said, Raikou has the Thunder Lance, 50 plus 20 for each lightning energy attached to its Pokemon. And Shining Body, if there's any lightning energy attached to its Pokemon, damage is reduced by 20. Now, we do play a 2-1-2 Magnezone line. Magnezone, just a magnetic circuit, attach as many lightning energies from your hand to one of your Pokemon. It does not have to be a lightning Pokemon. And we got 2 Shaman to help set up, draw if you have 6 cards in your hand. And also, we have a 2-2 Octillery line in this deck. And I love Octillery. Octillery is one of my favorite new Pokemon in this set. I love it so much. And we did pull 2 out of the... If you saw how many packs we opened probably over 300 packs. Maybe that's a little bit... Maybe like 250 right now. We've opened up 250. We've opened up all the packs online. You can see them all in the videos. We opened up 13 Celebi blisters. We opened up 2 Drachi blisters and like 170 something packs that people were nice enough to give and or sell and or whatever. A lot of them were donations, so thank you to everybody once again for giving those donated cards so we can have videos like this on one of the first weeks of the breakthrough release. So thank you once again for everybody for giving those code cards. You're amazing. But Octillery, what's during turn before you attack, you may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. Pretty simple, and there's going to be some cool combos we're going to see with Octillery, and I'll go over them in a second. And that's all the Pokemon in here. Like I said, your main attacker is Raikou. You could attack with Magnezone with Thunder Blast 100. Shaman can attack with Sky Return. Octillery sadly cannot attack. But let's go over the trainers, supporters, and stadium. Battle comparison, we know what this does. Discard 3 cards from your deck. And of course, it's going to discard supporter cards, maybe some lightning energies. But now, it's mostly just supporter cards. 2 love balls, search your Pokemon for 90 HP or less. You get the Magnemite, Magneton, Remoraid, you got the Octillery. You got so many Pokemon to choose from 90 HP or less. And we also play 2 rare candies. As you see, we are playing a 2-1-2 Magnezone line. It is pretty thin, but it works out when you can get it working. I mean, you don't need to focus on it too much. You could bump it up to a 3-1-2 if you're feeling scared, but sometimes you just gotta go for it. You just gotta believe you'll hit that turn 2 Magnezone. You also play the 2 rare candies, which probably not enough, but you know what? It's a very early stage of the Magnezone Raikou deck, and I really do like this list I have currently. 1 Super Rod, which Super Rod is back in standard. Thank you, Pokemon. Shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and base energy cards from your deck back into your deck. 4 Ultra Ball, the maximum consistency of getting out your Pokemon. 4 VS Secret to reuse your Pokemon, or to reuse supporters, not your Pokemon. What was I thinking? Oh, I know I was thinking of Bridget, and that would just make me think of Pokemon. But we play 2 Bridget, search deck for 1 basic Pokemon, or 3 Pokemon EX, and put them onto your bench. And of course, this is going to get you your Magnemites, your Raikous, and your Remoraid turn 1, depending what you need. 1 Fisherman, which this is your main way of getting back energies. I might actually bump this up to 2 or 3. Put 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand, straight up, just in your hand. Just there you go. That's a guaranteed 80 damage. Is it? Yeah, 80. Yeah, 80 damage with the Raikou base or plus. We also play 3 Judge. Now, I love this combo. You judge, each player shuffle his or her hand into his or her deck and draw 4 cards. Now you combo this with Auxiliary because you can judge you and your opponent. Let's say your opponent has 7, 8 cards. You're like, alright, good for you. Judged, you both get 4. And then you have Auxiliary. So if you judge and then you have cards to play down. You can then Auxiliary draw into 5 cards, and that's why I love Auxiliary in this deck so much. 1 Lysander, 4 Sycamore. We know these cards pretty much. 1 Skyla to search for those crucial supporter cards, so you can get out that Red Candy, you can get out the Ultra Ball, you can get out the Love Ball. Whatever you need, you're good to go. Now, the next card is definitely one of the questionable cards. I am not sure if it belongs in this deck, but we are playing it right now. It is Faded Town. At any time between turns, put 2 damage counters to each Mega Evolution Pokemon. And this could help to hit like the 210 damage against the Mega Manetrix, so that way you're not loading up so many energies on it. Maybe 230 to hit those. With the Primal Kyogre and Primal Guard, I have 240. So it's whatever. But the Faded Town is definitely the iffy one. Another supporter you could play is Silent Lab, and another one you could play is Parallel City. I am not sure. I'm not even sure Parallel City is that great in this deck or not. I don't really like it. But Faded Town's in there right now to help you knock out those Mega Pokemon that have above 200 HP. So that way you don't have to commit so many energies on your Magnezone to Floodstone because it did get reprinted and Breakthrough. And this could give your Magnezones free retreat, your Auxiliary free retreats, whatever they decide to Lysander up. But Magnezone does have a 3 retreat cost, which is pretty high. Auxiliary has a 2, and Shaman has a 1. So, got the 3, 2, 1 retreat cost. Magnezone is the highest. So, that's what you're mostly going to focus on. 2 muscle bands just to help that hit that 20 plus damage. You could bump this up to 3. If what you could do is you could discard all 3 Faded Talents, play another Floatstone, another muscle band, a rare candy, and maybe a 3rd Magnemite to help out get those Magnezone out quicker. I definitely don't think you need more than 2 Magnezones because the most you're ever going to need on the field is 1 at a time, unless you are scared of a Lysander. But if they are Lysander of a Magnezone, you still have that Raikou with all the energies, which gets just in one-shot an EX, so not too worried. If they're Lysander but Blastoise, you're still going to knock out the Raikou the following turn. 2 Flash Energy. This is another weird card. You could bump this up to 3 or 4. This card can only be attached to Lightning Pokemon. This card provides Lightning Energy only when this card is attached to Lightning Pokemon. The Lightning Energy this card is attached to has no weakness, which is great. So if you are playing against, me and Xiao deck is already like an auto loss because you're never going to knock them out. So any fighting deck, the Lucario, you got Baby Landorus, Big Landorus is not a format. Groudon's just going to be one shot regardless. So just in case you do play those fighting decks, Golurk could be something that can ruin you because they can turn into a fighting type. I don't know. Machamp, maybe? I don't know. Fighting, just in case, kind of situational, just 2. You could cut them both and play 12 Lightning Energies, but we're playing 10-2. And don't worry, the Flash Energies stack up with the Thunder Nuts because they are counted as a Lightning Energy, but you see in the video that I kind of misplay and I'm silly. But whatever, but this is deck, like I said, it's a very early stage, but I really, really do like this list a lot. It has performed well online. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's see this deck in action. Okay, we're playing against Riazia. I'm not sure how to say his name. And we lost the coin flare. No. Okay, but they're playing a lightning colors deck and using a fire coin. So it's definitely something to think about. But we get the Magnemite, we got a Bridget, we got the Faded Town, we got Lightning Energy. We got a pretty good turn 1. There's an Ampharos, whatever you call it. So, oh man, is this an Ampharos Volcarona deck? Well, there's no fire Pokemon, so probably not. Trainer's Mail, gonna look at the top 4 cards of their deck and pick a trainer card out of there besides the Trainer's Mail if they see one. Hopefully they don't see that because that always makes them sad when you're like, oh, Trainer's Mail, I don't want that card. But we'll see what happens today. Okay, Trainer's Mail actually gets them nothing, which is it's a good sign for us. We see a Flash Energy go down to the Ampharos. And we see a Professor Birch give him tails. Come on, be on our side, buddy. Give him up. There we go. Only 4 cards for my opponent. A Spirit Link going down to the active. And anything else? Anything else? And the Mega Evolves too. We have Faded Town as well, which is great. Okay, so our turn. We get the Bridget. We can get out a Magnemite, Raikou, and a Remoraid. Yeah, seems good. Put those guys down. Lightning Energy to the Raikou. Ultra Ball, discard the Sycamore and the Fisherman. Get out a Shaybe. Oh, we got one Shaybe prize. Okay, so this will be only Shaybe for the game right now. Fade to Town, and we will Shaman for 5. Yep, we'll use it. Okay, alright, and let's see. We can retreat now instead of the Raikou, but I'm fine if this Magnemite gets knocked out. We'll be okay. We'll be okay if it gets knocked out. Next turn, can we play our hand down enough to actually... Oh, there's a Lugia coming down. Okay, that's good for us. We see a Verse Seeker getting at the Birch, but can we play our hand down enough to utilize the Octillery? I think so. It depends what our top deck is. We can play the Level Ball. We can use the Battle Compressor. We can attach the Lightning Energy. You can use Flowstone. Bench the Octillery. So you can see how useful the whole Octillery thing. We see a Rough Seas coming down. Maybe should have held down to the Faded Town. A Lightning Energy go down to Ampharos. Now it's going to depend. Oh, he doesn't actually have an energy right now, which is great for us. So we can see Thunder Rod. I think let's look at the 5 top. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, and there's any energies attached to it. Anyway, is it any way you want to? Oh, to this Pokemon. Okay, so we top deck an Ultra Ball. We're just gonna hold it for right now. We're gonna Level Ball, grabbing a Magnezone. Okay, we're actually gonna put the Magnezone on the bench. Magnemite. Well, let's see here. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, its retreat cost is 1 less for each Magnemite on your bench. Oh, We evolve now, then... Okay, no, we got the Flowstone. What am I talking about? Okay, so Magnemite, Floatstone to the active, put the Lightning on the Raikou, Octillery, and then we'll use the Battle Compressor. Probably discard stuff we really don't need, so Battle Compressor. Let's see, we're gonna keep the Fade Town, discard the Skyla Judge. And the Lysander, just giving us multiple Verse Seeker targets. And then we will Octillery for 2. Let's see what 2 cards we get. Come on, Octillery, don't let me down. Moment to shine. Alright, so, okay, we got 2 Lightning Energies, which we can't really use right now. But we can Ultra Ball, discard Lightning and an Octillery. Grabbing another Raikou. Putting it down, and here we'll just Sycamore for the turn. Hopefully we get a Rare Candy and a... there it is, Rare Candy Magnezone, but we don't have another energy to actually use onto the Magnezone. Okay, so Magnezone, putting it down. We got a Muscle we can put on the Raikou. Question is, who do we send up now? We could send to the bench Raikou. Sparkling Tail couldn't, does 100. I'll keep the Faded Town just in case he decides to bump it. I'm actually just going to end my turn. Yeah, we're just going to end our turn. We're just going to end our turn to see what happens. Next turn, we can Verse Seeker, maybe a Judge, depending on how many cards are left in his hand. They will see a DC going down to the Ampharos. And let's see, does he have the Mega or not? They will see a Birch. Come on, give him Tails. Give Birch, come on, Tails. Okay, Tails, so he's already got 4. Okay, see a Manectric come down. And will we just see a Sparkling Tail for 100? Yep, just a Sparkling Tail for 100. Alright, can we get 5 energies down to Raikou? I think it's 5 to actually knock out this Ampharos. We actually can utilize the Rough Seas right now, bringing us down to 70. Flash Energy, Muscle Band. Wait, did Flash Energy... I don't think Flash Energy counts towards the Lightning type. I'm like 99% sure it doesn't. But here we will Octillery. Do we Octillery first or after? Let's see. How many Lightning Energy in the discard pile? 2. We could Fisherman for 2. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do this. Let's Verse Seeker. We could get Lysander. No, I'd rather take out his only target if we can get it. If we can get it out, we'll be good to go. So Fisherman, getting the 2 energies out of the discard pile. I know it's not a lot, but we can attach both of those to this bench Raikou. and then potentially knock out the active if we get one more. I'm pretty sure the Flash Energy does not combine with the Raikou, since it's not a lightning energy. It is just a Flash Energy. I could be wrong. We'll find out here in a second. In about 2 seconds, we'll find out if I'm wrong, right or wrong. So Octillery, Abyssal Hand for 3. And there is an energy. So right now it's doing 5 and then 20 more. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And this should be 14, 15. And then with the Muscle Band, be 170. And we can knock out this EX. Alrighty. Kind of stinks that he missed the Mega, but it does happen. So we will retreat into the Raikou. I like how the 5 energies right now is like that. And we will Thunder Lance. And, okay, actually, so the Flash Energy does count towards the lightning. It'll just make, I was 100% sure, but we know for sure it does. So, we got a Raikou ready to go. And Lugia comes up in the active spot. I guess if he puts down a DCE, he can potentially knock us out. Aero Ball would do 20, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll do 160. But we got a Verse Seeker for another Fishman to get 3 more cards. Or 5. Is it 5? Is it 5? I think it's 5, right? Oh, 4. Even better. It's 4 is okay. 4 or 5, I don't care. It's fine enough. A Spirit Link going out to the Manectric EX on the bench. And let's see, does my opponent have anything else? We see a Lightning going out of Manectric. We see a Shaman. Oh, buddy, that's another Light Center target for us if we could potentially use the next turn. And also, we could judge my opponent down to 4. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We see a head. Is that a head ringer? Or yeah, head ringer goes out of Shebe. And just a pass from my opponent. Okay, so now we're just going to play the judge. Just my opponent down to 4. And that way we can utilize Octillery. And we can see if we draw into any more energies. We don't, but we can burn this Lava Ball. We can play the Lava Ball. Grab nothing. Octillery for 2. Just trying to get some lightning energies into play before we knock out this Lugia. There's a Magnezone. We can put that guy down. And we will just Thunder Lance for the knockout. It should do 380. Yep, 380 damage. I'm kind of curious why he sent the Lugia. Maybe he didn't want his Manectric X get knocked out. There we see an Ultra Ball and a Shebe. We see a Manectric X coming to active spot. And even if he Mega Evolves, that is not enough to knock us out. It will only do 110. He gets Turbo Ball. A Soul Laser will do 120. But then we have the Shining Body, making it only do 100. Unless he gets a Muscle Band, but he has a Spirit Link on it. So he will need to Zerosic, Muscle Band, and then use Assault Laser, and then that should be a knockout. Unless I'm crazy and I'm doing the math wrong. But we'll see what happens here in about a second. Unless my opponent decides not to attack. But we've seen everything being utilized. We've seen the Octillery, the Raikou, the Magnezone. We pretty much are just dominating this game. Opponent really doesn't have anything for us, which is great. It's always great to see the deck perform well. Well, let's see. What does Dias Riazi? I'm not sure. Man, that's a weird name. Oh, get him, Cammy! Give him that band hammer. He doesn't know. Oh, never mind. Okay, we just need an Assault Laser. It's only going to do 100 damage because of the Shining Body. And we have the Lysander in hand. And there we see the victory screen come up. We can knock out the Manectric. We can knock out the Shebe if he Mega Manectric. We probably could have drew into a Lightning Energy. But we see that that the Flash Energy does stack. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I decided to do that, because it's 6, 120, 7, and then the Muscle Band 190. That's why we're here for 190. So we do know for sure Flash Energy just stack. I was just kind of curious, like maybe they're going to be like, oh, it's a Flash Energy, it's not a Lightning Energy. But it makes sense that it is a Lightning Energy, because when you have Wonder Energies, you can move those around with Fairy Transfer. I was just wondering what Pokemon was thinking. But you probably know at the beginning of the video, I'll be like, yeah, Flash Energy is a Lightning Energy. And then you'll see this video and you'll be like, what are you doing, Squeaky? Because I always make the deck introductions after this when I learn everything about the deck. But right now we know for sure that the Flash Energy is a Lightning Energy. But that game was only 11 minutes. We'll play one more game with the deck, and hopefully we'll get another great game with the deck, and we'll see what happens. Alright, playing against Suskichi. Alright, they're calling the coin flip. Let's see. Please call heads or tails. That spinning of the coin. Oh, we lost the coin flip again. Going second. Once again, the first player cannot attack on their first turn. We know that. But let's see what Suskichi. I'm not sure how to say the name at all. Alright, so we actually have a decent turn one. We just gotta hope our top deck is something we can throw away. And if not, we can just throw away the Love Ball. Then we see a Giratina. And is that a Trico? Trico in a Giratina deck. What is going on here? What is the one that heals 20 every time you touch a grass energy? Huh? What? Help me, Pokemon. What's going on here? Maybe it's like a rogue. I don't even know, Pokemon. But we see a Sycamore coming to opponents. We see a Muscle going out to the active. We see a Lugia. Oh, Lugia, baby. We can license that guy up and take 2 knockouts on it if we want to. And he already misplayed, because he already misclicked if he did. We see a Grass Energy going to Giratina. We'll probably see the Sycamore discarding his hand, draws 7 cards. We see he discard another Lugia, so he decides to put one down, but not the other. We see another Trico come down. And anything else from my opponent? We see an Ultra Ball discarding another Ultra Ball and a Giratina. Getting a Shaman. And that's another Pokemon we can Lysander. Oh, goody. Just keep dropping all these Lightning Weak Pokemon. There we see a Love Ball. Is this going to get another Groovile for next turn? Look at him being ready for the next turn. Okay. And there we see a Shaman. Going to set up to 3 cards in his hand. And there we see a Forest of Giant Plants. He could get the whole evolution down. And there we see the Groovile come down. Does he have the Sceptile as well? Another Groovile, so he has both the Grooviles down on the first turn. He just needs those Sceptiles. But luckily, he cannot knock us out next turn because it will do 120 because of the Muscle Band. But with the Shining Body, it will only do 100 unless he plays a Zerosek. And then I'll be scared. Okay, but let's see what Suskichi. I'm not sure how to say the name. And there we see the first Sceptile coming down, and it is the Nurture and Heal. When you attach a Grass Energy you can attach a Grass Energy from your hand to the Pokemon and heal 20 damage. We'll put the Muscle Band down. Get the Flash Energy on the Raikou. Ultra Ball, discard the Love Ball and the Lightning Energy. We'll grab a Shaman, and hopefully with the Shaman we can find a Bridget. Do we have another Shaman prize? Oh, no, come on, let's see everything. So we got one Shaman. The other Shaman is prized. I think the deck better play 2 Shamans. There we see 1 Remoraid, 1 Octillery, 2 Remoraid, 2 Octillery, 1, 2... Okay, so we have everything pretty much in here. Remember the stuff we have prized are like crucial trainers that we'll need later in the game, like a Lysander, but whatever. We'll YOLO right now. We will Shaman. Drawing up to 4 cards. Okay, we get down the Remoraid. We'll put a Floatstone on the Shaman just in case he does get a turn 2 Chaos Well. And as much as I don't want to Sycamore because we have to discard these Red Candy, I'm just going to do it regardless. We get an Ultra Ball. We can discard the Lysander and a Faded Town. Yeah, I don't think it matters regardless of what we discard. We'll grab a Magnemite. Is the other Rare Candy in the deck? That'd be great if it is. Oh, buddy. Okay, the other Rare Candy is not in the deck. Oh, man. So that means we have to manually evolve this Magnemite. But we know the Magneton is in the deck, and that's why we do play the 2-1-2 line. We'll put down the Raikou. Battle Compressor. We'll discard a Bridget, Skyla, and a Fisherman. Those are all some great cards to discard. Yep. And we will just end our turn because there's nothing else we can really do. Alright. If only we could Super Rod back in Rare Candies. Oh, well. So, we see my opponent has 3 cards. Does he have everything? What's in his hand? I don't know. We'll find out together. There we see a Verseeker. This will probably get that Sycamore that's in the discard pile. He could trick us and go for Lysander, but nope. We see Sycamore. Gonna play it. Discard his hand. Draw 7. We see him discard another Forest of Giant Plants, which we're really not worried about. I was just hoping to get another Muscle Band down on this Raikou before he uses Chaos Well, making it where we can't utilize our tools anymore. There we see another Groovile coming down. I think that's a Groovile. Yeah, okay. It's just, I think it's a different one. And we just see a pass from my opponent, so he really didn't have anything that turn. So I'll put a Lightning Energy on the Raikou. We will play the Judge, giving us both 4 cards. Hopefully we can hit a Love Ball. But nope, we pretty much don't have anything. This is a great hand to cry about. Remoraid, we got the second Muscle Band, and we will sadly end our turn. No Magnetons, no Lava Balls, no Ultra Balls. If we got a Lava Ball, we could have got it down at an Octillery. We've played 1, okay. And let's see what suit. Okay, they see Nurture and Hero. Gonna put a Grass Energy on the active. Okay. And have we played? Okay, Super Odds in the deck. Okay, I'll just make sure we haven't played it. Another Grass Energy got on Giratina. They receive the double Dragon Energy. So now we will see Chaoswell do 100 damage. Like I said, we do have the Shining Body protecting us from getting knocked out right now. Unless he Hex Maniacs us right now. Which that would not be a fan if he Hex Maniacs us. Don't you do it! Suskashi. And we see a Verse Seeker. He can either get a Lysander or a Sycamore right now. He could Lysander up a Magnemite. And I will be very, very sad if he does that. Oh, buddy, there's a Lysander. He could go for a Shebe and take out 2 prizes. Let's see if he has his mindset on EXs or Magnemite. And, oh, he brings up the Magnemite. No, Suskachi, what are you doing to us? All right, 120. We'll set up the Raikou, but what we can do now is if we top deck an energy, we can actually 2-shot this Giratina. And they receive Judge. We need an energy off this or an Octillery or some kind of form. All right, good. So we got the Octillery. We just need that crucial Lightning Energy, which makes us able to 2-shot this Giratina. So we will Octillery, Abyssal Hand for 5, or for 2, up to 5. There we go. Well, we whiffed. Oh, buddy, do we have another Magnemite in the deck? I don't know. We'll Love Ball. We do have the other Magnemite. That's great for us. Put down the Magnemite, and we'll see if my opponent has another Lysander to bring it up. That's a big thing. But we also whiffed the energy because we could Thunder Lance to not knock him out, but 2-shot him. But we whiffed an energy. We have 2, 3, 4, 8 left in the deck. Oh man, what is this? I guess we're just gonna whiff. Just cry a little bit and whiff and cry some more. All right. How many Verse Seekers have we played? None so far. Okay, great. So that means Fisherman can be more utilized with the Verse Seekers. And let's see. Does my opponent have another Verse Seeker? He has played 3 so far. Holy cow. That's a lot of Verse Seekers already gone. Okay. They receive a Chaos Well for 120 or 100. Alright. Alright. So our turn. We get a Verse Seeker. We could Verse Seeker for Skyla to get a... Oh, nope. The Rare Candy's gone. Forget that Rare Candy's not in the deck. Do not Rare Candy this turn. That would not... Don't try to go for Rare Candy. That would not be great. What can we do? I guess we'll Verse Seeker for a Judge. That seems like the best option right now. I don't want to Sycamore all this stuff away. We need to keep it. So we will just Judge getting 4 cards. We need to draw into a Magnezone right now. Okay, that's not a Magnezone, but what we can do is Ultra Ball. We're going to Octillery first. We're going to Abyssal Hand. Yep. And let's see. There's a Magnezone. There we go, buddy. Thanks for playing today on The Price is Right. Get down the Magnezone. Lightning Energy to the active. And we will Thunder Lance for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 130 to this Giratina. Now it's going to come down to how many Nurtures and Heal my opponent can get down. And if he has a Lysander. If he does not have a Lysander, we can manually evolve into Magnezone, Burst Seeker for Fisherman, and knock out this Giratina. They receive Trainer's Mail. Will we see a Burst Seeker? And even if he does, we could just knock him out with this Raikou, which it's not a bad option. But they receive Sycamore. That is probably what my opponent does not want to see. I'm just taking a guess. Probably doesn't want to see that. They receive Nurture and Heal, bringing the Giratina down to 110. Or no, 100. And he'll start. Oh, man. Okay. So 100 to this Giratina. And let's see what else he has. It's Shook Against the Wall, but we have the combo. And that's the good thing about this deck is, we play a lot of non-EX attackers. So even though if they do take a bunch of prizes early, they're only taking knockouts on non-EX Pokemon. So we really don't care about that. And you're like, fine, this is non-EX. Take it. Let's take that prize card. But we're fine. Alright, so we see Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7. Does he get down double Groovile, or double Sceptile, and double Nurture and Heal? He could heal 60, bringing him down to 40. But I think even with the Fisherman, we should be able to knock it out. They were seeing Ultra Ball, discarding something in the Forest of Giant Plants. An energy. Oh, nope. Go a little bit more. A Birch and a Forest of Giant Plants. Okay. I don't think my opponent has played a new card yet from the new set. Nope, not yet. Okay, so we see a Sceptile coming down. We're going to see another Nurture and Heal unless he doesn't have a Grass Energy. But what can my opponent do after we knock out this Giratina? I mean, Lugia is weak to lightning. The Shaman is weak to lightning. The Sceptiles can easily get one-shotted, and it will get one-shotted once we get down this Fisherman. And there we see Caswell. The Raikou will go down, and we will send up this bench Raikou. And it already has a muscle band, so we're good to go with it. Alright, so we'll send up the Raikou, and let's see what happens. Okay, so our turn. We will put down the Magnezone. There we go. So now we can use magnetic circuits or currents. Yeah, circuits. And here we'll get the Fisherman, and we'll see the power of Fisherman here in a second. We're gonna fish for those lightning energies. Come to me, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's a 130 right there, just waiting for us. So we will magnetic circuits. 1. All right. Magnetic circuit number 2. The process does take a minute, I'm not gonna lie. So there's number 3 and number 4. So right now we're gonna knock out this Giratina regardless. But here we'll Octillery Abyssal Hand. We're looking for another Raikou for next turn if this Lugia decides to go crazy. And there is another Raikou. And here we will just Thunder Lance for the knockout, doing 150 damage to that Giratina, taking 2 prize cards. Alrighty. Now, my opponent does somehow knock us out with the... Oh, there's a Rick Candy as well. With the Lugia onto this Raikou, to do 20, 40, 60, 80, just 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It just needs a DC, actually, and that is very easy. That's easy to do. 2 energies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. No, it needs a 3rd energy because of the Shining Body. So it needs 3 energies right now, and then Arrow Ball will knock us out. There we see a Grass energy and a Psychic energy come down from my opponent. Alright. But, we're looking good. We're looking good, I'm not gonna lie. And there's the Nurture and Heal. Where is that Grass energy going to go? Is it going to go on the active? Nope, it's going on the bench Giratina. Alright, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that going down the bench Giratina. And we see another Nurture and Heal going down to the bench Giratina. If he has a double Dragon Energy and a switch, he could knock us, not knock us out, but he could have knocked us out right now with his active Lugia. But there we see a double Dragon Energy. We see a switch, bring up the Giratina, and we will see a Chaos Well. Oh, he has a Verse Seeker as well. He could bring up this Magnezone and do 120 to it. Then how can we retreat it? I do not know that answer. Well, he goes for a Birch. Alright, he could have licensed up the Magnezone. That probably... Oh, and there we see a Birch getting almost decking out. Almost. Very close. There we see a Chaos Well doing 80 damage to the Magnezone. I mean, to the Raikou. He doesn't have a Muscle Band. We actually can't attach Flash Energies. That's great. Alright, so now we have a decision. We could license up the Lugia, take a knockout, take 2 prizes, and the next turn knock out the Shaman. Or we could go for a big Thunder Lance and try to knock out this Giratina. Right now, Thunder Lance is doing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We need 1 energy, and then we can knock it out. So, question is, do we go for it or not? And I say let's go for us. Ultra Ball, discard Faded Town, and a Rare Candy. We'll grab an Octillery. Putting that bad boy down. So Octillery comes down. We now can use double Abyssal Hand, which is great. So we'll use the first Abyssal Hand. We just need an energy right here, Pokemon. Give it to me. That's not an energy. It's not an energy. Not an energy. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. How many Verse Seekers have we played? 1, 2. Okay. I know I see you, Verse Seeker. You know, let's go for it. Let's Verse Seeker. Getting a Judge, and we just need to hit a Lightning Energy. I believe in you, Pokemon. Don't let us down, Judge. We can put our opponent down to 4 cards, and there, oh, buddy, there we go. All right, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and this will be 16, 17. That'll be a knockout on the Giratina. We will use the Magnezone Magnetic Circuit, put an energy on this bench Raikou. Okay. We will use the Abyssal Hand, draw 3 cards, and you can see that's cool. You have double Octillery using it twice, and our hand is pretty much garbage. We'll Thunder Lance for the knockout on the Giratina, doing 170 damage. Take that, you EX Pokemon, taking 2 prize cards. There's 1, and there's a Floatstone. Okay, good. So now if this Lugia comes up, all we need is a 3rd energy, and I think we have that Flash Energy in our deck. I know for sure we have the Flash Energy. They receive Psychic Energy going on Lugia. We see Professor Birch's Observation. And they receive Heads. My opponent will get all but one card in his deck. Does he get a Grass Energy to attack this turn? We see a Nurture and Heal. So we will see this Lugia take a knockout on the Raikou. But we have the Flash Energy in the deck. They receive an Arrow Ball doing 140 to our Raikou. Bye-bye, buddy. All those Light Energy go to the discard pile. If we could top deck a Verse Seeker as well, we could just use the Fisherman. We see a Raikou come up. And they receive Super Rod. We'll get back 3 Lightning Energies, pretty much guaranteeing us the win. Will my opponent let us do max damage or not? It's going to be the big question. We will use the Magnetic Circuit, Lightning Energy to the active. There we go. We will Sycamore, discard our hand, and draw 7 cards. Of course, we know a lot of those are Lightning Energies. Alright, cool. So here we will Magnetic Circuit, Lightning Energy, Lightning Energy. Oh, please let us do max damage. Do not cancel on us yet, buddy. Let us do this. Alright, so there's all the Lightning Energies. Flash Energy to the active. Bring it up to 6 total. And we will Thunder Lance. And how much is that doing? 340. Sorry, Lugia. You're the weakest link. Goodbye. We take our last 2 prize cards. And there we see the victory screen come up. So we see Raikou, Magnezone, Octillery taking another win against this Giratina, Sceptile, Shaman deck. It's a really creative idea, especially with the Nurture Hero. Nurture and Heal with the Force of Giant Plants. You do have the possibility of attacking on the first turn if you get the double Nurture and Heal, double Dragon Energy, and you're ready to go. But hopefully during this video, I know it's rather long, and that's because of PTCG Joe. All the animations take such a long time, and I am sorry about that. But hopefully during this video, thanks for watching. We finally saw our first real new breakthrough deck, and of course it is Magnezone Raikou, one of the most hyped decks of the format right now. Probably the second one is Gengar. But thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it's rather long, but hopefully you learned something new about the breakthrough set. Have a great Monday. Alrighty, bye.